Hi, everybody. Hang on. So today was an eventful day with Megan Boswell. It's all done and dusted, as they say in there in the UK. Um, but yeah, found guilty on all counts. And then they had a sentencing phase, and her mother spoke, and her grandmother, and the jury was shown, and the judge put that camera person, I believe, in contempt of court in jail for 10 days. Unbelievable, right? What's she in for? Cameraman, I showed the jurors. Anyway, um, we'll check that more about that, but she was sentenced. It could have been to life or life without parole, and she got life, which means that she will be eligible for parole after serving 50 years, and she's already served 5. So she will be 69 years old if she's granted parole right away. But we're going to look at all of this. I just want to make sure that you guys are hearing me, which would be over here. Because I don't want to have. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. Hi, Elle. Hi, Linda. Hi, Gail. Hi, One Eye. How are you? Everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome. So let me get some stuff up here and we'll talk about what happened today. Where did I put my stuff? Right here. Okay. So yeah, her mother, somebody asked about Angela. Pudding asked about Angela Boswell last night. Well, Angela Boswell took the stand for her daughter, Megan, to say that she wasn't a good mother, meaning Angela wasn't a good mother, and that Megan didn't have a good role model and all of that, and a bad home life. And then her foster mom took the stand and told that when Megan came to live with her, that she was in the worst condition, I think, of any foster child that she's ever had, she said. And she had lice and you couldn't comb her hair. So bad. And then she went to some beauty salon and they wouldn't do it, and then she finally found some lady that cut her hair outside the church and gave her a bob, and it took months and months to get the lice off of her. And yeah, I mean, it was on and on and on about that. So what was going on. But come on, now there's a lot of people that come from bad situations. That doesn't give you an excuse to murder your child. So yeah. Trying to think of what else here. Then I think, is that all that came for her? And the grandmother. And the grandmother said she would even give her a house if she could take her home today. What else did they say? That they thought, let me see here. It was just bad because their sound was terrible, and then they had the cameras go out because, well, seems to be, what is this? Defendant's motion for a new trial. Okay, well, that they always do that, honey. It's his job. Okay. Let me see here. I'm trying to get something over here. I want to show you something. But yeah, so she got life with parole, like I said. Has to serve a minimum of 50 years. And let's see here. I wanted to find... Megan Boswell's attorney has filed a motion for a new trial. See what he says. It says, comes now the defendant Megan Boswell by and through the counsel pursuant to Rule 33 of the Tennessee Rules of Criminal Procedure. And it says that moves the court to dismiss the charges against her, or in the alternative, grant her a new trial for the following reasons. This was filed February 13th. There was insufficient evidence in the record to support the defendant's convictions for first-degree murder. 2 counts of felony murder, aggravated child abuse, aggravated child neglect, tampering with evidence, and 11 counts of filing false reports, abuse of a corpse, and failure to report a death under suspicious or unusual or unnatural circumstances. 2. Multiple convictions in counts 7 to 17 for false reports violates the protection against double jeopardy contained in both the United States and Tennessee constitutions. The defendant reserves the right to amend this motion to include any and all grounds that may be appropriate. Wherefore, premises considered, the defendant moves that the court dismiss the charges against her, or in the alternative, grant her a new trial. Yeah, okay, good luck. Good luck. That's a standard procedure there. They all appeal. Okay, so let me see. How is it that so many people can't figure out a murder case? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true. Oh mommy, old mommy, oh mommy. The grandmother, she came. Trying to see, there's so many people that just really don't understand how a trial works. See, Miss Kite, she wasn't 6, she was 17, right? And this is what Megan looked like in court today. She had this bow in her hair. It was on a claw clip. Let's see. I don't understand so much how Megan's hair was so horrendous, yet she obviously had some kind of a boyfriend, got pregnant for Evelyn, and what was she doing? Why couldn't she brush her hair or take care of her hair? She was 17. They're saying she took care of the younger siblings if she couldn't even take care of herself. I don't get it, you know? So I wonder where she's going to go. Let me see about them photographing the jury and stuff, okay? Okay, so Megan Boswell was found guilty on all 19 of her charges, which included 3 counts of first-degree murder, and sentenced to life in prison by a jury on Thursday. However, her attorney has already filed that motion for a new trial on the same afternoon. The motion was filed at 2:41 p.m. on Thursday by her attorney, Jean Scott, who asked the court to dismiss the charges against her or grant her a new trial. And I just read that to you, okay? News Channel 11 spoke with Mr. Scott after the trial, and he said despite the backlash from people outside the courtroom, he stood by his defense of Megan Boswell, and he said, and I quote, "It's a sad case. I know I've been criticized a lot in the media because of defending Megan, but everyone's entitled to a defense, and that's what I hope I provided her, and I tried to do that to the best of my ability." After finding her guilty of all 3 first-degree murder charges, all of which demand a form of life sentence, The jury was tasked with deciding whether that sentence should include the possibility of parole, and her defense called 3 witnesses in a brief sentencing trial, and that was her mother, the foster mother, and the grandmother, the Boswell grandmother, Tommy's mother. And the jury ultimately sentenced her to life in prison with the possibility of parole. She must serve 51 years before she's eligible for parole, and a sentencing hearing has been set for May 22nd. And during that hearing, the judge could rule that the sentence on her other 16 charges be served consecutively or concurrently with the murder sentence. Let's see here, prosecutors. Let's see the prosecutor's reaction. District Attorney William Harper, Assistant District Attorney and Lieutenant Matt Price said they were pleased with the result of the trial. They said, and I quote, let me see. Hold on a second, this is popping up. We're obviously pleased with the decision the jury made. It's been 5 long years since this all first started, and it's a lot of work by a lot of people, so it's very satisfying to get the jury's verdict. When Channel 11 asked Harper what his thoughts were on why there were no victims' impact statements made by Emily's family members, he said that was a tough and complicated question to answer given the nature of the case. And said, and I quote, obviously, there are a lot of emotions in this case, even within the Boswell family. I mean, you all saw Tommy testify. I mean, his daughter was the defendant. His granddaughter was the victim in this case. So a lot of emotions. Same thing with Angela. But we're fortunate. I would be remiss without talking about the incredible work that was done by law enforcement in this case. And as a community, I could not be prouder to have those folks who really, from the get-go, from the time she was reported missing, who have been really the biggest advocates during these 5 years, to see ultimately what we realized here in the courtroom today, which was justice for Evelyn. Harper said that he relied on jurors using their common sense to fill in the gaps of any unknowns. Common sense was an underlying theme and repeated term in both his and Massengill's closing arguments. She told the jury in her closing argument that there were parts of this case that may never be entirely known, but the jurors should be able to piece it together, what occurred based on the evidence provided. And she said, and I quote, this really was a textbook example of just excellent police work. Oh, he said this. For us to be able to come into the courtroom, to be able to present a case where you really don't have direct evidence. I mean, we didn't have a confession. We didn't have a video of the crime being committed. You had to rely on a lot of circumstantial evidence, as we argued during closing argument. You're going to have to use your common sense to fill in some of those gaps that were there. Massengill repeated some of her statements to the jury, emphasizing that Evelyn's was a life cut short and that she deserved justice. She mattered and she deserved to live, and I wanted the jury to know that. She had been working with the graphic photos and evidence, and showing them to a jury was difficult but necessary to ensure that the verdict was reached. It's important that we show everyone what Megan Boswell did. It's difficult, but we're willing to do it to find justice. Evelyn's body was found upside down in a trash can in a state of partial decomposition. And she was thrown out like trash. That's how, she threw her baby out. We kind of hit the jury right in the face, right out of the gate, Harper said. And so, like I said, that was strategy on our part. As far as how we kind of put the trial together, we wanted them to, right from the get-go, know that this was a homicide case. This wasn't just somebody lied to the police case. Let's see. We did not release much about this case on purpose, Harper said, because we wanted to try the case here in Sullivan County And I think that caused a lot of heartburn among people not to have those answers, not to know the information about the case. We kind of just told them to be patient because we wanted to try the case in the courtroom. And we feel that's what we did. Let's see. After Megan was found guilty on 3 different first-degree murder charges, the jury was tasked with determining if it will be a life sentence with a possibility of parole or not. Let's see. The sentence would allow her to be eligible for parole after 51 years in prison, which attorneys say would mean she could be freed when she's in her late 60s. Sentencing hearing in May will also determine other aspects of her time in prison, and the judge, Jim Goodwin, could choose to allow Boswell to serve time for her other 16 charges during the murder sentence or in addition to it. However, Massengill was clear afterwards that the state has no plans to allow Boswell to have a life outside of prison. We will continue to fight to keep her in custody for her natural life if possible, she said. Let's see. Okay, so her defense attorney, Mr. Scott, said, I was surprised and I'm disappointed in it, according to the verdict. That's what he's talking about. I personally don't agree with the verdict. And yeah, he told them something like, you have an opportunity to get this right with the sentencing, as if they didn't get it right with the verdict, you know? That was kind of disrespectful to the jury. I respect the jury's prerogative. There we go, prerogative. But I don't feel the state was able to prove those homicide counts beyond a reasonable doubt. But reasonable people can differ, I guess, and I'll pursue an appeal. On Thursday, almost immediately after the sentence was handed down, he said he mostly filed the motion to preserve the issues he saw in the case and begin the appeals process. He said, and I quote, people seem to be very much up in arms over this case, and it's a sad case, I know. I've been criticized a lot in the media because of defending Megan, but everyone's entitled to a defense, and that's what I hope I provided her. I tried to do that to the best of my ability. He scored a small victory when the jury chose to keep the window of parole eligibility open for Megan. He used the testimony of her mother, her foster mother, and grandmother to convey to the jury that she deserves some form of chance to have a life after prison. He told members of the media that while the testimonies they gave Thursday would not have been relevant to Boswell's guilt or innocence, it was relevant to sentencing. Her mom, to her credit, came up here and testified that she wasn't a good mother, Scott said, and I respect her for that because it had to be hard to go on TV and take that responsibility, but she did. Let's see. All right. She will be released, Scott said. The sentence will actually expire at 51 years. It's not parole based on the time she was convicted. She will be released when she's 69, and I'm happy for that. Obviously, I probably won't be here when that happens, but I'm glad she'll have a chance at life. Again, the sentencing hearing is May 22nd. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, here's the TBI released a statement as well. The TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Director David Rausch released Thursday a statement on Megan Boswell's guilty verdict saying, let's see what he said. 5 years ago, we began working alongside the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, the FBI, and the Office of the Second Judicial District Attorney General to pursue justice for baby Evelyn. Today, justice was finally served. Every single person who worked on this case should be commended. It was both challenging and heartbreaking, but they never wavered from their mission to ensure the person responsible for Evelyn's death was held accountable. Okay, yeah. Now let's see. I want to show you some other stuff I may have in there. Let's see. Okay. I think Evelyn, let's see what some of the reactions here, okay? Her defense attorney was asked a question, do you think she did it? His response was, I mean, she went to court over it. He indicated that everyone deserves it in defense attorney. Let's see. He said, I'm not sure I would have been able to live with myself as an attorney defending someone who is guilty and they got off. Oh, that's somebody else saying that. Sorry, that's not him. And let's see, we have let's see what else. So here's a picture of Evelyn there. Okay, let's see. See what else we have here. So I read about the appeal. Now what is this? I don't know it. Let me see if I can show you a picture. Let me see here. Let's see if they have this. Okay, hang on one second. Let me see if I can get this for you. And you know that I'm not talking to myself, right? That I'm talking to you guys. I don't just want to make you think I'm just sitting here not doing anything. I'm getting something that I want to show you. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm sorry. My husband cannot, I don't think he's hearing very well. He only gets supersonic, super hearing when he goes to sleep, because then every noise he hears. Okay, let's see. Is this? No, this is the one I wanted to see here. I want to see something here.
If you own a home in West...
Hang on 2 secs. Aha, that's what I thought. Okay. They had to edit out the jurors. They showed the jurors, would you believe that? Multiple times when the grandmother was walking to the stand. and they just cut out that part completely now, and that's what they did there. So let's see. I'm going to show you. This was her mother on the stand. This was during the sentencing phase, and okay, that's right here. And then did it. I'll show you her foster mom. Coming up. This was her foster mom, Gail Kite, and then, oh mommy, I was next. And I'll tell you something, an interesting fact. Is that they had to put a space shuttle over here, right here. That space shuttle was not there in the beginning of the trial. It was just this piece right here, and I think people were wondering, like, what in the heck is that? So they put this space shuttle there, because before, I'm sure that wasn't there. It's those two pieces. It was like really crazy. And he's really into like orange too. He's got an orange Apple computer. He's got that orange thing. The orange felt like just like orange. Okay. See anything else I wanted to show you? Let me see. Hang on. Show you one over there. Okay, there we go. All right, and get back to this. Okay. Hello, Kevin. Hello. Who has come in here when I've been over there? Bucky Ann. Hello there. Sassy Dorsey. Hi. Oopsie. So we have all of that now. Tuesday, there'll be no court Monday. There's a holiday. There'll be no court tomorrow. There is, other trials, but I mean, this one is out, and Sim and Tilly will be out tomorrow too, and it'll be out Monday. We'll return on Tuesday for Sim and Tilly, and we'll continue covering that. And then after that, they will. There's a rose petal trial. I don't know if any of you were watching that. That's in South Carolina. And that's on day 3, I believe it is. So let's just take a look right now what we have in the other, true crime news or case updates, see what's going on. Well, this son in Kansas was enraged over an eviction notice, and he's been arrested now and charged with the murders of his mother and his aunt. They shared a home in Lenexa. Police say that Luke Howard, 34 years old, showed up at a Walgreens in Liberty, Missouri on Wednesday covered in blood, and he told employees that he needed to turn himself into the police. Well, what the heck did he go to the Walgreens for covered in blood? Can you imagine being in the store at that time? Oh my gosh. Lenexa officers were dispatched to the home at about 5 a.m. and they found Joyce Austin, 71, and Valerie Howard, 63. They're probably sisters, shot to death. Police say the women were former sister-in-laws. They were sister-in-laws who lived together at the home with Howard's son. These are the women that were killed. '71, and how old was she? Let me see, 71, 63. Luke Howard told investigators that he shot the two women when they gave him a 30-day eviction notice. Police say they had been called to the house twice previously this week on domestic disturbance calls. Detectives say they found 10 to 12 shotgun casings in the living room. An affidavit for Howard's arrest say that police were called to the home on February 10th after he complained that his mother had grabbed him around the neck and pushed him. Valerie Howard told police that her son came into her room and broke an ashtray and caused her to fall. She said that he had started being violent towards both women in 2021 and that they had been locking themselves in their rooms as much as possible. The day after the incident, the woman served him with an eviction notice. He reacted angrily and called police, telling them that one of the women had pointed a gun at him. A claim he promptly retracted and said he just thought she was going to get a gun. Austin told police that day that she knew Howard had 2 guns but did not know where they were kept. Authorities searched his room, found no weapons, and Johnson County Mental Health spoke with him. He told them he didn't have any firearms. Howard is behind bars in Clay County, Missouri, on a $5 million bond waiting extradition to Kansas. Unbelievable. Okay, let's see about this. Oh, we have some Sean Diddy in the news here. Okay, let's get a image up here. Shoot, I just lost my image. Okay, hang on. It is, I don't even know what it is. It's very cold. It's very windy out. I'm just saying it's going to be so warm in Virginia tomorrow. I don't understand because we're not going to have warm weather for a long time. Okay. There's Diddy. Okay. So we have on Wednesday, Sean Diddy Combs filed a civil lawsuit in New York against NBC Universal over the making of A Bad Boy. And that's a documentary that accused him of being a serial killer and a child aurist. You can put that together. The series premiered last month on Peacock, and I did watch that. It's pretty bad, with him. Pretty bad. Combs' lawyer cited a portion of the documentary in which Kim Porter's ex, Al B. Schur, suggested that Porter did not die of pneumonia in 2018. Porter and Combs dated on and off from 1994 to 2007, and they had 3 children together, and Al B. Schur also claimed that Porter left Combs because she was going to be the next Cassie Ventura. Though Combs' lawyers claimed the documentary accusing him of murdering the love of his life and mother to his children, the series mentioned that Los Angeles police recovered no evidence of foul play in Porter's death. Ventura, an R&B singer known as Cassie, dated Sean Combs on and off between 2007 to 2018, and Ventura sued Combs in November of 2023 alleging abuse. Though the lawsuit was settled out of court a day after it was filed in March of 2024, surveillance footage surfaced allegedly showing Combs attacking Ventura in a hotel lobby. The entire premise of the documentary assumes that Mr. Combs has committed numerous heinous crimes, including serial murder, the R of minors, and S trafficking of minors, and attempts to crudely psychologize him. Combs' complaint reads, "It maliciously and baselessly jumps to the conclusion that Mr. Combs is a monster and an embodiment of Lucifer with a lot of similarities to Jeffrey Epstein." On September 16, 2024, Sean Combs was arrested outside a Manhattan hotel on federal charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. He has been denied bail twice. I believe it was 3 times. Yeah, I know it was 3 times. It was 3rd time, so it was charmed. Combs' legal team sought home detention with GPS monitoring, and nope, that didn't work. The government has proven that the defendant is a danger. The bail package is insufficient, Carter said when denying Combs' bail a second time. And let's see here. Should be 3rd time, too. His federal trial is set to begin in May, so now he's filed this against Peacock, NBC. All right. Let's see what else we have. Ohio. On Wednesday, Ohio police arrested a 13-year-old boy. Wow. For murdering a woman who was found dead in her home last week. Sheila Tenpenny, 64 years old, was found deceased in her Fairfax home on February 2nd, and this is Ohio. Officials say Tenpenny lived alone, and the 13-year-old, who has not been publicly identified, broke into her home and killed her. Tenpenny's brother called 911, claiming he discovered Tenpenny stripped naked with a pillow over her face. The brother said he believed she was AR'd. Oh my gosh. She did not respond when I yelled at her. Tenpenny's brother claimed he found the door partially open, which was suspicious because she never left it open. He also said to the 911 dispatcher that he knew of absolutely nobody who would want to harm her. It is unclear how she died, and officials have not disclosed whether she was assaulted. Officials say she was injured in the slaying, and oh my gosh. Officials said she was injured in the slaying and would have cuts and bruises on his hands, wrists, and arms. The suspect. Okay, according to police, blood was on the bed that the woman was found on. Cleaning supplies were reportedly also discovered at the crime scene. They're calling him 12 and 13. Isn't this crazy? In the same thing. Let's see what we get over in this 13-year-old. Okay. Let's see. After Fairfax police deemed Tenpenny's death to be suspicious, they requested assistance from the Ohio Attorney General's Bureau of Criminal Investigation. The team was arrested Wednesday night, formally charged on Thursday. He is being held at the County Youth Center. Officials have previously said the teen was likely injured while committing the crime and would have visible cuts or bruises on his hands and wrists. In a statement, the Attorney General, Dave Yost, says, "My heart breaks for the victim's family. I'm so grateful for the BCI agents who worked around the clock to swiftly piece together this horrific crime and identify a suspect. This case is unspeakably tragic." Oh, Scooter, if you're here, we were watching that Jody Hildebrandt documentary on that Curious Case of. But I didn't finish it. All right, let's see. Oh, it's real windy outside. You can hear the wind chimes and everything. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got something over here. Let's see what we've got. All right, let me go to... Oh my goodness gracious. Listen to this. This is crazy. Hold on. You're going to freak out when I tell you this. Trying to get a picture of this so I can show this to you. Hang on. All right, let's see. All right, you're not going to believe this. This is so crazy. So freaking crazy. Because my sister-in-law told me a long time ago, she says she'd love to swim with a killer whale, but that probably wouldn't hurt you, but their tail would put you like in a whirlpool and you'd end up going down and, dying. Just look at this. This guy got swallowed. He was in a kayak and the whale swallowed him.
Tastes like caca.
No, it's really true.
I know, but he spit him out though, because he had the wherewithal.
Wait, I'm not telling you.
Huh?
I'm not done with the story. Okay, so there's some of the pictures there. Let's see, okay, so here's what happened. It was in Chile. Adrian Simancas, a kayaker, is speaking out after he briefly found himself inside the mouth of a whale. Adrian Simancas was with his dad, Del, in the Strait of Magellan, tourist attraction. in the Chilean Patagonia on Saturday, February 8th, when he suddenly found himself inside the mouth of a humpback whale. Footage of the encounter, captured by Dell, the father, showed the kayaker quickly getting scooped up into the massive animal's mouth and disappearing for a few seconds before resurfacing a few yards away. Adrian said he feared for his life while inside the whale. I thought I was dead. I thought it had eaten me and that it had swallowed me. And when I turned around, I felt on my face like a slimy texture. I saw colors like dark blue, white, something approaching from behind that closed and sank me. At that moment, I thought there was nothing I could do. Initially, Adrian was concerned that he had run into a killer whale. We had been talking about orcas shortly before, so I had that in my head. But fortunately, he was able to escape alive and uninjured as the whale released him. Once Adrian surfaced, however, his focus shifted. I was scared that something might happen to my father too, that we wouldn't reach the shore in time, or that I would get hypothermia. Eventually, Adrian's father was able to reach his son and help him to safety. Adrian has had time to reflect on the encounter with the whale. It was probably out of curiosity that the whale approached me, he explained. The humpback whale is an endangered species that lives in all oceans. They typically feed on shrimp-like crustaceans, krill, and small fish, and they can be up to 60 feet in length and 40 tons in weight. I don't even understand how he could have got out of that. That's crazy. I don't know. That is absolutely crazy. All right.
Honey,
What?
good night, I love you. Kisses.
What? All right. Okay. Okay, first smashing
Good night,
the
Ramblers.
the broken. Oh boy. All right, let's see what happened here. So, Tranelle Harshman and 3 of her daughters died. 1 daughter remains hospitalized. 2 Wyoming fathers are speaking out about their daughters who were shot by their mother, who then took her own life. Police in Wyoming believe Tranelle Harshman shot her 4 daughters in the head, killing 3 of them before calling 911 and then taking her own life on February 10th. Tranelle's husband, Cliff Harshman, said that he lost his 2-year-old daughter, daughters, Brooke and Jordan, and his 9-year-old stepdaughter, Braylee. His 7-year-old stepdaughter, Olivia, survived the shooting. I know this was something beyond what I can comprehend. I'm a mess, and I don't even know how to explain this to you. I'm so angry with her for the decision that was made. Harshman said his wife had struggled with mental health problems, including postpartum depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. People don't understand how mental illness isn't just a willpower thing. It's chemical imbalances in your brain. It's damaged pathways in your brain. She was an incredible mom, and she loved those kids. My wife was not a monster. This is so out of character. It's unimaginable what happened, he said. We've been getting her help, and along the way, something didn't work. As angry as I may be with her, I still love her, and I still lost her as well. This was his wife. I don't know. I didn't even hear about this. Not that. That's not his wife. What the heck is going on? This is his wife. right here. That's Diddy. We don't need to see Diddy anymore. That's his wife. Unbelievable. And Quinn Blackmer, the father of Olivia and Braley, said that he was furious with Traynell. I'm trying my hardest to bury that for a while and to focus on the now because the anger isn't going to bring my child back. Traynell called 911 to report a shooting in the home and told the dispatcher she believed her children were dead. She added that 2 of them would be found upstairs in their cribs and the other 2 would be located in a downstairs bedroom. Traynell also let the dispatcher know that she could be found in her upstairs bedroom and that she was going to do the same to herself. The dispatcher pleaded with the female caller over the phone to remain on the line until responding units arrived. The female caller stated multiple times that she could not do that and that it was too late. Multiple attempts to keep her on the line failed and the call was disconnected. Officers arrived at Harshman's Byron's home and found the children and Traynell with a gunshot wound to the head. Traynell later died in a hospital from her injuries. Olivia was transported to a local hospital and then airlifted to another facility. According to a GoFundMe page set up for help with the medical costs for Olivia, Olivia had an exploratory procedure on her brain to access initial damage and to patch up the entrance and exit wounds. Various CT scans show swelling is in a normal and expected range. Some good news is that everyone is very optimistic that there is 0 major blood vessel damage in her brain. Today she was prepped for potential deep medical coma administration, and after the staff removed her head dressing that relieved pressure enough to not need it. She is not out of the woods, as the next few days are very crucial for swelling and will be closely monitored. Blackmer described Olivia and Braley as peas in a pod. You describe one, for the most part, you describe the other. They're the kids you want. They're the kind and respectful and funny and wholesome children. Anyone would want to be around them. A GoFundMe page has also been set up for Harshman to help him assist with funeral expenses. Wow. So, yeah, now that one that survived, right? Oh my gosh. It's so crazy. She didn't have her sister, her sidekick. She lost her little sisters, her mother. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guy lost his daughters. The other one lost one. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So horrible. What happened in Munich? Something happened in Munich. Ruby Frankie. What did she? So that mother was in Wyoming. Okay, and this mother, let's see. Oh, Lindsay Shriver. We were just talking about her when we were looking at that home in Georgia. Remember I said it's just that lady that tried to have her husband killed? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That, and she's in the news again, Lindsay Shriver. Let's see what's going on with her. She is set to be released on bail from prison in the Bahamas. She's a former beauty queen who is accused of plotting to kill her estranged husband, is set to be released from prison on bail for the second time ahead of her trial. According to Shriver's lawyer, Ian Cargill, she will be released on bail from Fox Hill Prison in Nassau on Thursday, February 13th. Cargill also said that her trial, scheduled for March, has been pushed back to August. Oh, boy. Okay, her bail stands at $100,000. The Georgia mom, 37, is still facing major charges, but she will be allowed to return to the U.S. ahead of her trial. Shriver will stand trial alongside her former boyfriend, Terrence Bethel, 30, and suspected hitman Farron Newbold Jr., 30 years old as well. She was initially arrested in July of 2023. Okay, it is 2 years. I say it couldn't just be a year. Alongside Bethel, after police claimed she was connected to an alleged murder plot targeting her husband, Robert Shriver, and Bethel, Robert. Shriver and Bethel have denied the existence of a murder plot and maintain that Newbold is not a hired hitman. Okay, let me tell you something. I think he was dating her husband that she tried to have killed, her ex-husband, her estranged husband. He was dating Chrisley, the Chrisley girl, one of the Chrisley girls. I don't know if he still is. Let's see. So she's now going to be tried in August. Nobody ever wanted him dead, Bethel said in an interview. I'm definitely not guilty of conspiracy to commit a murder. Farron's not guilty of being a hired hitman. It's time to let the world know we're innocent. Okay, so I don't know if he's still with that one. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's... Jill Whalen. You remember Jill Whalen? How old was she? Wasn't she like the little girl? How old is she now? She's 58. Was she Julie's daughter or the captain's daughter? Love Boat. Love Boat. I never really liked that show, but it was just on Friday night. It was just kind of comforting, and though I didn't really watch it, but I knew a lot of people that really liked it. A lot of friends of mine. Okay, so let's see what this is. So I haven't thought about this, but I just knew that name. Love Boat's Jill Whelan says being married 3 times has taught her to never settle. It could be teaching her that she's picking the wrong guys, maybe, or that, I don't know, there's a lot of other things, right? Could be teaching her that. She said she would much rather be single and happy than coupled and lonely. She is promoting Princess Cruises. Oh, isn't that funny? A Love by Brito pop-up in New York City. The Love Boat star, Jill Whelan, married her husband, Jeff Napple, in 2017 after 2 previous divorces. She serves as Princess Cruises Celebrations Ambassador, and she kicked off Valentine's Day celebrations at the cruise line's Love by Brito NYC pop-up running through February 14th, and she tells people that she could spend every moment together with Napple and be totally fine. She grew up on the Love Boat, and in 2017, she found her real life forever when she married Jeff Napple. We get along really well, so well, and enjoy each other's company so much, and respect each other so much, and we make each other laugh, so we're really, really lucky, said the 58-year-old, while celebrating Valentine's Day with Princess Cruises. A restaurant at its New York City shoreside pop-up, which runs through February 14th. This is not the first marriage for either one of us. It took a minute to find the right person, but we eventually did. We could spend every day and every moment together and not see another person and be totally fine. Let's see. She's been married twice before. She has 3 kids from previous relationships. Said that going through 2 divorces taught her to never settle. And you're never going to remake somebody. You better love them exactly the way they are when they come to you. And you've got to be yourself when you meet somebody. Because if they don't love you for who you are, then it's a constant game of acting like somebody else. You can't sustain that. I used to say to people when I was single, I would much rather be single and happy than coupled and lonely. Okay, when we started dating after both of our divorces, we both went, you know what? I'm just going to be myself, and if they don't like this self, then that's fine. No harm, no foul. But that's not going to be the person for me. It's either take me at my face value or don't take me at all, she said. Because at some point, the chickens are going to come home to roost, and it's going to get sticky and ugly and complicated. It's a lot easier to be yourself. The only way you're truly going to find that roadmap to what real love for you is going to be like is to love yourself first. It's kind of like what they say on an airplane. If the oxygen masks are released, put the mask on yourself first before you're able to help someone else. When you love yourself, you're able to be selfless with somebody else because you're not needy. You're not looking for something that you don't have. Okay. I don't know. Who was she, the captain's daughter, or was she? I don't know. I think she was the captain's daughter, right? Good luck to her. Good luck to her, right? Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh, look, so this guy, Nikado Avocado, where they didn't know if he was really lost the weight or he didn't, or he created the biggest farce ever. Well, now they're saying that he had skin loss, skin removal surgery. Let's see. He said that Nikado Avocado, who famously unveiled a sudden 250-pound weight loss seemingly overnight, shared another secret. He got skin removal surgery. I had a lot of loose skin. I knew I would have some, and I was hiding it in my clothes. It's just skin. You can kind of tuck it under your pants and hide it, and that's what I decided to do because I did not want to get skin removal surgery at that time. Perry explained his previous decision to have a facelift, saying, you can hide your rolls, but you can't hide your face. The 32-year-old, he's only 32, explained he wanted to see how he fared with the facelift before considering a more complicated skin removal surgery. If I can't survive this, then we're definitely not doing loose skin removal. He said the facelift was so easy that during recovery he consulted with the surgeon and went through with the skin removal. I was shopping for clothes for a wedding and nothing fit, and I had to keep pushing my stomach into my pants. It was so annoying and gross, and I'm just like, I have to get this off. He underwent a 360 body lift, which the American Society of Plastic Surgeons explains removes excess sagging skin and fat, which can improve a dimpled, irregular skin surface. As Perry explains, comes from the incision that goes entirely around his torso like a belt. They removed 10 pounds of skin. So I don't get it. Is this after? Because John and Kate plus 8, she had that, and she had, I don't know if that's 8. Oh, that's pre-surgery. Okay. Well, where's your after surgery, buddy? Let's see. He took a break from the mukbang to show off the pre-surgery loose skin. He grabbed fistfuls of skin, saying it's like a blanket. Gross. Okay. Gross. Like a blanket. Lorraine Newman. Oh. Ally McGraw is 85 years old. Oh my gosh. She's stepping out in New York City. She's 85. Yikes. That's a lot. That's old, huh? She still have another 10, 15 years. She could. 85. Okay, so let's see. Trying to see what else we have on here. All right. So I don't see too much going on there. There's not too much going on there with celebrity stuff. Her mom saved. I'll listen to this one. This is interesting, isn't it? Hold on. Look at this. This is the older Louis Vuitton, okay. So is that Meet Kit. How old is this woman? Let's see. Kate Steinberg has almost 847,000 Instagram followers and 2.6 million followers on TikTok. Her mother saved about 85% of her childhood belongings, everything from her middle school report cards and Hollister outfits to North Face jackets and even old Razor flip phone. One day during the COVID pandemic, her mother pulled out an old version of the American Girl book, The Care and Keeping of You, that she'd kept, and Steinberg decided to film a video about it and post it on TikTok. With her fiance, she now lives with her fiance in West Hollywood, California. She posted videos on TikTok since 2019 and nothing really stuck. And then this one went viral. And from there, I was like, wait, there's more props. The 33-year-old recalls, we actually call our basement back home the museum. My brother's a bookkeeper and we take inventory. It's insane how much we have. Well, I knew she saved stuff. I didn't know to the extent that she saved things. I remember always saying, throw it out, throw it out, throw it out. Now I'm so grateful that she kept everything. It's almost like it's bonded us as a family because my mom will find something and remember an item, then be like, oh, do you want me to mail it to you? As she continued to use the props to film more videos, she quickly noticed her audience growing. Since then, she's amassed more than 847,000 Instagram followers and 2.6 million on TikTok. She left her job in advertising to pursue social media full-time. Her video range from takes on nostalgic pop culture moments in the 2000s to fashion hauls to reenactments of mall outings or dates that take you on a trip down memory lane. They've also captured attention from 2000 stars, including the Jonas Brothers, Ashley Tisdale, and Kristen Cavallari. One of my favorite parts about posting is just relating to people and finding how many universal experiences there are. And I just love seeing people be like, oh, I had a tanning sticker too, or oh, I had swim class too. It's really cool. Brings us back to a simpler time. I know I see a lot of comments like, oh, I love watching your videos after work. It's kind of just a break from hectic life. And you can just, for 30 seconds, have a fun memory. That's cool. Along with using the old items her mom saved for her, she has also turned to Poshmark, eBay, ThredUp, and Depop to source specific props. She'll spend hours hunting for items, but she says that with the revival of Y2K fashion, the props are getting more expensive. Recently, I was trying to find an unopened Scooby-Doo pack from 1999 with the blue gummy, and I learned it just sold in August for $129, and I was kicking myself, but that's how specific I'm getting with things. Scooby-Doo pack with the blue gummy. I love getting into the details and seeing what's out there. It's a fun search. The Pink Ranger. I just saw the Power Rangers somewhere. Where did I just see the Power Rangers? And I thought, I didn't give those away. I had them somewhere. What else did she get here? Some of her favorite videos to film are the mall videos, which resonate with her when she was a kid, who after school would get dropped off at the mall with her friends, armed with $5 to walk around, grab a Starbucks, and wait for her mom to pick her up. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Let's see what else we have. Alright, I'm going to go look at where you guys are. Okay, where are you guys? Here you are. So, hi Justina. Don't eat the blue stuff. No, don't eat it. Don't eat the blue stuff. Then the Carvel, that's why we started making our ice cream cakes, because the piping and stuff, it was so blue. Jimmy couldn't take it. It got all over the kids' hands. It was like horrendous. It was horrendous. What happened? What's going on? 9 people indicted today in court. Of whose disappearance? What's going on? Emma Ray Gervasi? I don't know. I think no, I don't know. Where's the Emma? Okay, let me look at that. Emma Ray Gervasi? I'll look it up. I don't know what's wrong with the blue stuff. It's not good. It's got food coloring. Really bad. Okay. What is this? Emma Ray Gervasi. A 12th arrest has been made. Let's see. Oh, is this the girl that was found on the But I thought that girl was found alive, wasn't she? Wait a minute. I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused here. Let me see. We'll take a look. Hold on, let me close some things down here so I can take a proper look. All right. All right, so let's take a look, okay? Come on. Isn't this the girl that was missing and then she was found on a boat? Let me see. Get over there. Let's see. Frank Gervasi says S-trafficked daughter Emma was given drugs by unsavory characters. So it says a 12th arrest has been made in the alleged S-trafficking of a Long Island teenager, Emma Ray, Gervasi. Daniel Soto, 36-year-old Bayshore man, was arrested Friday morning on charges of second-degree R and endangering the welfare of a child. Investigators accused Soto of having S with the girl sometime between December 13th through the 20th. The R allegedly happened at a marina in Islip, the same place the teen was found last month aboard a 56-foot yacht after having gone missing. Gervasi, 14 years old, went missing from her Patchogue home on December 9th, and she was seen on surveillance leaving the house shoeless before hopping into a car. An ankle bracelet she'd been wearing was found cut and dumped not far away. The girl's father, Frank Gervasi, rescued her from the boat January 3rd after he received a tip she was there. Soto entered not guilty pleas at his arraignment. Okay, let's see. 11 others have been arrested for the roles they played in this case, including the boat's owner, Francis Buckheit, 64, Alton Harrell, 35, both charged with R and child endangerment. Bunis Knight, 47, charged with second-degree R, child endangerment, 3 counts of criminal sale of a controlled substance. Daniel Burke, 63, and Robert Eccleston, 61, have been charged with kidnapping, R, and child endangerment. 2 women, Jacqueline Comiskey, 52, and Elizabeth Hunter, 34, were charged this week with S-trafficking and child endangerment. Kevin McDonald, 20 years old, is accused of R-ing the girl in a car the day after she vanished. What is this all about there? Okay, it says, who failed her? Inside the childhood trauma, rehab, and worrying post before Long Island teen's 25-day ordeal and rescue. A year before leaving her home and leading to allegedly being held captive and abused on Long Island, 14-year-old Emma Ray Gervasi was like many other teens. She posted on TikTok and she posted on Instagram. However, some of her pictures and videos should have raised red flags. Multiple posts showed her wearing nothing more than lingerie and acting in a suggestive manner. One video appeared to show her driving at 4 a.m. when she was just 13 years old. Despite barely being a teenager, she had already lived through significant issues, and she had behavioral problems for some years due to a trauma she suffered in her childhood, according to her family, and had run away from home multiple times. This is her dad. He rescued his daughter from the boat after she was missing for 25 days. Now 12 people have been arrested in her disappearance. She'd been treated at substance abuse facilities in New York and then Minnesota. She was also admitted to juvenile detention for allegedly hitting a cop. The middle schooler was freed from detention with an ankle monitor into the custody of her unconventional father, Frank Gervasi, an auto dealer and amateur P-star with facial tattoos and an uncompromising attitude. The unthinkable nightmare she has been subjected to since has left her community reeling, scratching their heads as to how Emma Ray, from a loving family with her teacher mother and 2 brothers nearby, could disappear into the hands of abusive criminals for 25 days. Already a vulnerable person, she was failed by authorities, teachers, parents, who were allegedly monitoring her. Apparently, she was lured through social media by a predator and then allegedly hidden in a series of dingy hideaways to keep her from being found. Frank had no idea she ran away from his Patchogue house on December 9th wearing no shoes and a t-shirt and into a dark world that no teenager should be exposed to. Emma Ray was last seen entering a blue Honda car, telling her stepmom she was going to fetch something from a truck in the driveway. This is her mother. The next time her father saw her was when he rescued her from a luxury yacht that was docked at Whitecap Marina in a solo vigilante mission on January 3rd. Frank had tirelessly tried to find his daughter through a missing person campaign. He was going all over the local area daily, offering a reward of $15,000 for her safe return. He was able to recover her after he got an anonymous tip from a woman who now stands charged along with 7 others with crimes ranging from kidnap, R&SA, to S trafficking and endangerment of a minor. Making the whole thing worse, Tuesday, a 42-year-old employee of the Children's Mental Health Facility where Emma Ray was sent to recover from her ordeal was accused of having S contact with her. Wow. Deshaun McLean was charged with criminal S conduct Tuesday after police investigated a statement from the teen and surveillance footage from the facility. Let's see here. Other details of what happened to Emma Ray have emerged through legal proceedings, police statements, and interviews Frank has given, with him often being strikingly honest about his daughter. After leaving her father's home, Emma Ray got into the car of a 35-year-old named Alton Harrell. They met online. Her father said shortly after that time, her court-ordered ankle monitor was cut off. Prosecutors allege that Harrell kept her in an abandoned house in Bellport for 24 hours. Worryingly, a source said that Harrell had been in contact with Gervasi since she was 13 and knew her age, based on the texts they've seen. Over the next few days, Emma Ray was then involved with various others, including Kevin McDonald, who was 20, and 2 much older men, Daniel Burke, 63, and Robert Eccleston, 61. They allegedly took her home. They took her to a trailer home and a garage and held her, where she was unlikely to be found. All 4 men have since been charged with S offenses by prosecutors, to which they have pled not guilty. From December 13th until her rescue, Emma Ray was allegedly located on the 56-foot yacht Phoenix with 64-year-old unmarried drifter Francis Bucket, known as Frank. Court documents claim that Emma Ray was kept behind netting on the boat, out of sight. Bucket also allegedly told her that he had planned to take her out of state to the Carolinas. Bucket is now charged with R, kidnapping and endangering the welfare of a child. According to the indictment against him, he has pled not guilty and is currently being held without bail. During her time on the boat, prosecutors also alleged that two women, Elizabeth Hunter, 34, and 52-year-old Jacqueline Comiskey, described as a grandmother, also took advantage of her, with the latter offering Emma Ray to Bernice Knight, 47, in exchange for drugs. Comiskey, Hunter, and Knight also now face serious S offenses and charges and have pled not guilty. Frank Gervasi told the media that it was Comiskey who allegedly tipped him off to his daughter's whereabouts, and once at the marina he had encountered her and a male companion as well as his daughter when he said she appeared dehydrated and out of it. Comiskey admitted to Frank she drove the girl around the night before, leading him to suspect that she was involved in her disappearance and refusing to hand over the reward money. Throughout the rescue attempts, Frank had relayed all the tips he received to police and called them as he drove to the marina. The same day, arrests of those allegedly involved were made. Suffolk County Police say they can't comment on the case as it's still an active investigation. And during the time she was missing, Emma Ray had been taking drugs, sources said, and she had also said one of the people she encountered allegedly gave her a fat lip. Since her rescue, she's been getting treatment in a secure recovery facility. The rescue has brought much relief to her family. Her mother, Melissa Dervey, who lives in Melville, Long Island, with her sons, teenage older brothers to Emma Ray, had previously described how painful getting through Christmas was without her. Special needs teacher who's 48 described how her daughter had been on a flag football team and earned straight A's in her first year of middle school. However, Emma Ray, after suffering the personal traumatic event, caused her life to spiral out of control. She was targeted by exploitative individuals who manipulated her into using drugs. That left Emma Ray scared, and she started to act out. You guys think it's cool to destroy a 14-year-old's life? It's easy to drop comments about this is the father, about his peas that he made a few years ago, which who gives a something anyway? Those are consensual adults. It has nothing to do with me being a father, nothing to do with my family. As fathers, we need to show up for our family, our people. Shame on you all for judging my poor daughter. She's a human being. You guys are sitting here knocking a 14-year-old girl who has some issues. You are a weak human being. It remains to be seen if Emma Ray will be returned to her father's custody once she has recovered. Meanwhile, the police are investigating. Okay. So yeah, that's very odd there, right? The dad's best friend. Well, where do we know that? Did he say that? I don't know. I don't know all that about it to say that it was the dad's friend. I only know only 14 years old. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. be right there. Hold on a second. I had to take a vitamin. Shoot. Okay, I'm back. So what? Hi, Jenna. How are you? How's it going? Stepmom, real mom was in court today. Okay, let me see what happened in court today, all right? Let's see. Why are they giving me like 6 days ago and stuff? They wear a foundation. Has some stuff that was a month ago. Why not? Why don't they have the stuff about today? Okay, so let's see here. How come I'm not seeing that, Astro, that something happened today? I'm seeing like 5 days ago, 6 days ago, January 4th, February 5th. Let's see what this is. Okay, it says a year before leaving home and allegedly being held on captive. Right, this is what I just told you about. She was watching TikTok and all that, and Jacqueline Kaminsky. Okay, here, let's see what this says. Lawyers for many of the defendants have indicated that they will be seeking to prove that Emma Ray was not held captive as part of their defense. Bucket's attorney, Michael Ross, noted during his arraignment that the teen claimed Francis bought her a phone to call drug dealers and denied she was held against her will. He said the girl's witness statement is a sad, horrible tale of a girl who is very lost in life, whom he accused of traveling across Suffolk County, smoking crack, and being with various people. However, regardless of the choices made, as a minor, Emma Ray was not old enough to consent to any alleged contact or illegal behavior. Sources say Emma Ray is a sweet girl who has been through more trauma than most at a young age, and they hope that those who had taken advantage of her are brought to justice and that she can get treatment and start her life over again. Okay, sorry. I had to eat something for my vitamins so that I wouldn't get sick, and I didn't want to crunch into the microphone. So that's why I just want to mute for a minute because I had to eat something because I don't want to get sick, okay? Now we're going to talk about something else for a second. We're going to talk about what's happening in California. Now you hear a lot about these rains, and we've heard about it in the trial, Cementilli. We've heard about it from Evie about these rains. Well, now it's causing mudslides. So the fire-ravaged LA County is hit with mudslides as the heavy rain drenches the region. Parts of Los Angeles County are experiencing mudslides and flooding following a major rainstorm just a month after the deadly fires. National Weather Service issued an alert Thursday evening local time, warning residents of the high risk of road flooding. Burn, scar, debris flows, and strong winds or brief tornadoes. There is now a high risk for a life-threatening debris flow, the Weather Service said, as reported by the Los Angeles Times. Mud, rock, and debris flows will have the potential to impact drainages, roads, and residences in and directly below the burn area. Okay. People in Los Angeles should prepare for rain through Friday, with this evening bringing the highest risk of heavy rain, flooding, debris flow, and wind gusts, said the mayor. Rock, mud, and ash overwhelmed parts of the Pacific Coast Highway, leaving one intersection under about 4 feet of debris. Other images show dystopic Los Angeles Canyon Boulevard, the once Tony Road, fully coated in dirt, muck, and mud, set against burnt-out properties destroyed in last month's fires. Flooding and mudslides have already been reported in the Hollywood Hills, Pacific Palisades, and the Altadena neighborhoods. Burn, scar, debris flow, casually referred to as mudslides, occur when the soil is so thoroughly scorched that it does not absorb the rain, causing the precipitation to simply follow gravity's course. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Severe thunderstorms are also expected, carrying on from earlier in the day when Southern California experienced the heaviest downpour of the season. Never rains in California. Girl, don't they warn you, it pours. And it pours. Okay, let me see something here now. What is this about? Indiana teen girl's Valentine's Day mass shooting plot at Mooresville High School thwarted after an FBI tip. Wow. What's with the girls now? See what this is all about. Cops in Indiana say they thwarted a Valentine's Day mass shooting that a teen girl was allegedly plotting at her high school. Trinity Shockley, I feel like I've heard her name before, 18 years old, was arrested this week within days of police uncovering a plot to shoot up the Mooresville High School located southwest of Indianapolis. Shockley was previously the center of a Mooresville community fundraiser after she was hit by a drunk driver on the way to school in 2022. Maybe that's where I know her name from. Wow. Shockley. Let's see here. Tip-off came from the FBI Tuesday evening about an alleged attack at the school, and Mooresville police raided her home and arrested her. She is being held without bail after being charged with conspiracy to commit murder, threat to commit terrorism, and conspiracy to commit intimidation. If successful, the shooting would have fallen on the 7th anniversary of the shooting of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, which claimed 17 lives in 2018. Shockley is the daughter of a 19-year U.S. military veteran and was left with head injuries and numerous broken bones after her 2022 accident, and a GoFundMe set up by her family at the time showed she was unable to walk for days after the accident, which happened when she was 15. She's outgoing. She just wants to go, go, go. She's always on the move, her aunt, Angela Altmeyer, told the outlet, describing her as a loving and fun girl. Wow. That's crazy, right? Whew. Okay, let me just see where we have whiteout conditions. Yeah, there's like so many things going on. Okay, I'm not seeing that much more there to discuss. Let's see. Go back to where you guys are. Okay, let's see. Perhaps her brain was injured in the accident. I don't know. You got your information from the dad's Facebook. Okay. All right, let's see now. One moment here while I grab something. Okay, let's see what we've got here. A Florida state senator, Geraldine Thompson, dies at 76 after complications from a knee replacement. Yikes. Okay, let's see here. California hit by a new disaster, right? Let's see what we have. Low-level lead poisoning accounts for cognitive defects. What made good recall that affected more than 2.4 cases of granola bars? Oh, wait a second. Let's look at this. What's this about? Several popular channels set to go dark on YouTube. What is that about? It says some of your favorite channels might be. Oh, I think I know what this is about. YouTube TV it is. Yep, I heard about this. If you have YouTube TV, stuff is going to be leaving. Certain channels are going to be leaving. Absolutely. Yep, I heard something about that. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, so sorry about that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else to want to talk about here. Okay, so let's check something else, which would be okay, let's see. I guess Ruby, Frankie, and everything is really coming out with that documentary that's probably on HBO. Yeah. Let me see. Devil. There's a bunch of The Rise and Fall of Ruby Frankie, or something like that. The Fall of Ruby Frankie, The Devil in the Family. It's on Hulu. And I don't know if it's playing now, because if it is, I definitely want to watch it. Let me just take a look at when that is going to be playing. Hulu, The Rise and Fall of Ruby Frankie. And remember, if you are a member of Patreon, you can watch that with us. So you should really try to get your membership or your Patreon or both. It's a great way to support the channel. Okay, let me see if the Hulu one is that coming out. Let's see. When is this coming out? Oh, Thursday. I think maybe I already looked this up the last time or something. I probably did, maybe, because I know there was a bunch of things. Thursday, February 27th. But I know that the new season of White Lotus, I believe, is starting on the 16th. Ruby Frankie wanted to be seen as the perfect mom. Yeah. Let's see, this is Kevin, Sherry, and Chad Frankie in the Hulu documentary Devil in the Family. For nearly 5 years, Ruby Frankie shared parenting advice on her YouTube channel, 8 Passengers, which chronicled the life of her family of 6 kids. She had more than 2.5 million subscribers. She was a Mormon mother, and she caught the attention of the social media world with her strict parenting. But the viewers grew concerned when her punishments became extreme, such as when she openly discussed on camera how she restricted her children's access to food and to a bed, all to teach them a lesson. In August of 2023, Ruby and Jody Hildebrand, I can't even speak tonight, Ruby's podcasting partner, were arrested after Ruby's 12-year-old son escaped from a window at Hildebrand's home in Ivins, Utah, and ran to a neighbor's house and begged for food and water. In December of 2023, the two women pled guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse, and they were sentenced in February of 2024, gosh, that's a year ago, to 4 to 60 years in prison. And for the first time ever, Ruby's husband, Kevin Franke, and their 2 oldest children, Sherry and Chad, are opening up in depth on camera about their family's ordeal in the new original documentary series on Hulu, Devil in the Family: The Fall of Ruby Franke. Yeah, Kevin should be held accountable for this. Produced by Passion Pictures, the 3-part documentary series is set to debut on Thursday, February 27th on Hulu. The docuseries goes behind the scenes, featuring exclusive access to the Franke family and their friends and neighbors, as well as hours of unseen footage. In the trailer, Kevin talks about how his wife became an influencer. He said, "My wife Ruby's sole ambition was to be seen as the perfect mom, and so she decided to create a YouTube channel, and we became 8 passengers. Our entire schedule revolved around YouTube. It felt more like a set than a house." The docuseries shows the family pulling back the curtain on their seemingly perfect lives, revealing what was really going on. Ruby said son Chad just wanted to show the view of a Mormon happy family, but they only saw what we really wanted to show them. Ruby is seen in one video clip screaming at the children, "Sit her down on the flipping couch!" In another clip, she yells, "Move it! If I hear one more word, get out!" And Sherry, what Ruby has done, it just crossed a line from abusive to just psychotic, adds Sherry. Family's ordeal only gets worse when Hildebrandt comes into their lives. "The devil knocked and we opened the door," says Kevin. Hildebrandt, who was a therapist, would prey on the weak. Says a therapist featured in the series, she was excellent at exploiting Mormon anxiety. When Hildebrandt moved into the family's home, weird things started happening. Ruby said the children were demonically possessed. And that was the spark that blew the powder keg. The trailer features videos of Franke's son knocking on the neighbor's door with the audio of the neighbor calling 911. "I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door. He's got duct tape around each ankle. He's obviously covered in wounds." During the docuseries, Kevin is asked a question on many people's minds. "Why didn't you stand up and say this is nonsense?" Kevin replies, "If I dwell on that question, it eats me alive." "Oh, really? Oh, okay. Then, yeah. All right. Sorry." All right, so let's see what we have now. I'm in. Okay, let's see what else we're going to do now. Let's do let me see. Well, I know what I was still doing, what I was going to do. I'm not done with that. We just got sidelined with Ruby Franke. But I'm still going to go where I was going. All right. Trying to see if there's anything going on with so Lifetime wants to keep promoting Gypsy. Now remember, her thing is coming up, right? Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything going on with Gypsy. That's really not too much going on. Nothing there. Okay. Let's see with anything else that we follow here. Oh, wait a second. This is something new. It looks like Megan Boswell's mother, Angela, was arrested leaving the courthouse. Hold on. For some outstanding warrants related to a suspended license, she was arrested upon leaving the courthouse today, it says. Interesting. She was okay. So yeah, let's see. They've got something. Come on. Right there. Boswell, Angela May. Blah, 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 blah. She was arrested. Yep. Booked February 13th. So, yeah, she was, wasn't she? Wasn't she now? Okay, let's see what else we have. See something about this verdict here. All right, nothing more there. Hmm. I don't know. I was just looking at something. Hold on a minute here. What is this about? Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, there's somebody that's a crazy thing to it all here. Okay, so what should we do now? What should we do now? Let's see what we're gonna do now. What do you want to do now? You want to just hi little lady, how are you? Hello to Scooter. I think we've looked up everything there. Wanted to look up something about Jody Hildebrand here. That new thing I want to it was really weird. You should have watched it. You missed it, Scooter. The new Jody Hildebrand thing we watched. The Curious Case of Jody Hildebrand. And apparently there's a really good one. Let me see here. They said it was really well done. Let me see if it's the one. Let me see something what they said. New lawsuit against the Mormon Church. Let me see here. I don't know, this is not really like, I thought this was going to talk a little bit about the ex-Mormons. It's really not doing too much to talk about them. Documentary debut, Truth and Distortion. Let's see what that's going to be. Documentary debut, Truth and Distortion, the Ruby, Frankie, and Jody Hildebrand story. Oh boy. Okay, so here, this is, and we showed, I think, this stuff, because we covered this, and we showed the footage. if you remember, of them. Investigation Discovery Series, The Curious Case of, continues. With Hildebrand, a former therapist, this is the one that it's on. And a Mormon mommy vlogger, Ruby Franke, were arrested and charged with aggravated child abuse of 2 of Franke's children on August 30th, 2023. The Curious Case of Jodi Hildebrand aired on February 10th, and the show explores how therapist Jodi Hildebrand's crusade against self-pleasuring drives a wedge between couples in crisis, the dark alliance she forms with Mormon mommy vlogger Ruby Franke, and the horrifying 911 call that exposes the depths of her bizarre beliefs. Okay, so let me tell you that. Yeah. We watched it, but I fell asleep and didn't make it through. But Elle watched it and made it through, I think. Elle, did you make it through? Trivia, please. Did you make it through this documentary? Will you play it again, please, for those who weren't there? Yeah, you should have been there. You should have been there, Scooter. Yeah, we could watch it again. It's not that long. You liked it, Al, right? Did you like it? Hi, little lady. Elle, did you like it? I wonder if Elle liked it. I think I heard Elle liked it. Let me see if there's any quick trivia questions that I can find, okay? Shoot, I can't even type tonight. All right. Are you ready? Now you answer in the chat. What kind of flowers did Mary Poppins wear in her hair? What kind of flowers did Mary Poppins wear in her hair? What kind of flowers did Mary Poppins wear in her hair? What kind of flowers did Mary Poppins wear in her hair? Daisies. Yes, that is correct. Okay. What is Santa's name in France? What is Santa's name in France? Scratch that. Scratch it. What bird has the biggest wingspan? That's the one. What bird has the biggest wingspan? What bird has the biggest wingspan? wingspan. Biggest wingspan. Flowers in her hair. Flowers everywhere. No, you all have it wrong. It's not the condor, it's not the crane, it's not the eagle. Biggest wingspan. No. No, not a falcon, not an owl. Come on. Not a vulture. Think about sailing. Think about sailing. Think about sailing. Sailing. Pelican. Nope. Stork. Nope. Nope. I'll give you another hint. It starts with a vowel. It starts with a vowel. Herring, condor, no. They might be Bavarian. It could come from Bavaria. They might be Bavarian. Are they Bavarian? I don't know. I could go for a Bavarian cream donut and a Bavarian cream pie. Have you ever had a Bavarian cream pie? I don't know that I've heard of Bavarian cream pie. I'm not sure that I've actually had a Bavarian cream pie. I've had Bavarian cream donuts. You've had it in a minute, huh, Linda? You had the Bavarian cream pie, the Bavarian donuts. Yeah, that's right, Al. Do you love that Bavarian cream? It's different than the regular cream, right? What makes it different, Kevin? What makes the Bavarian cream Different than, say, just like the, are all those cream donuts in Dunkin' Donuts, are they all Bavarian cream? I'm not sure exactly what a Bavarian cream pie looks like, though I've heard about it. Eclairs? Eclairs are good. Yeah, eclairs. Some people say eclairs. Some people say like egg clairs. And some people say clairs. And some people say eclairs. And some people say eclairs. And some people pronounce it eclairs. You like the the Bavarian, not the Bavarian. Oh, nice. But some do Bavarian in those too. Oh, okay. Bavarian cream filling is different from cream filling. What is it in like Long Johns? What are Long Johns other than something you? Is that something you eat, Kevin? Not something you put on in the cold? Long Johns. I don't know what is a Long John. What is a Long John? Long Johns to me are like legging things you put on under your clothes. Like thermals. What happened? Hold on a minute. Albatross is the bird. It's creamier. Okay. Let me just take a look at what a Bavarian cream pie looks like. Today was my son Michael's birthday. We're going to go out tomorrow, though. Happy birthday to Michael. Okay. Bavarian cream pie. A Bavarian cream pie starts with a buttery, salty graham cracker crust. Oh, Bavarian cream. Yeah, okay. So that's your Bavarian cream right there. So it might even have coconut flake on it or something. I don't know what that. All right, that's enough now. That is quite enough. Okay. Love you too. All right, so if you haven't joined our membership, be a great idea to join our membership. Really helps support the channel, and then you could come to movie nights and things like that, because all members get invited to stuff like that. And we're going to watch a documentary tonight on Jodie Hildebrandt. So if you'd like to come to the documentary tonight on Jodie Hildebrandt, You can join our membership and join our Patreon. That would be lovely. We also have a goal set, which we've reached 0 out of 5 for support for the channel. And so any of those things would be very welcome. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to do the word cookies. And we have a legal fund because we have a trial coming up. March 8th is our pretrial conference, and we have a February 18th date as well. All right, let's see. What do you have? You already have there. Newsmen. Okay, let me see. Newsmen. Yes, very good. Yeah. Let's see now. Right. Oh, who got newsmen? Oh, wait, Elle did get it up there first. Sorry about that. Yep, Elle got that. Well, fighting now. You didn't get that one, newsman. Yes, I thought Gail got it, but Elle got it. Okay. It's not a competition. That's why I like we can switch them. What do you mean switch them? What are we switching? What are we switching? I don't know. What is this one, though? This one's got to begin with E. This one has to begin with E, I believe. E, M, or N. Muse. Okay, got it. Oh, the letters are in. Okay, gotcha. Hi, Murder of Crows. How are you? What do you have there? Entry? Very good, Murder of Crows. Now we just need one more. And you're saying rent? No, it can't be rent. Rent is up there. Yeah. There's only one four-letter word left. One four-letter word left. Oh, we already tried nerd. It doesn't work. Oh, you guys, come on. Hold on a second. I'm just checking something. Let's see something. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hold on a minute. I hurt my foot. Oh boy. Um, hmm. Okay. All right, Dyer, you think? Okay, sorry about it. I was just checking something. That's it, Murder of Crows. You got it. And you got it, Kevin. You got it too. I didn't see. I saw the. I just look at the last one. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. I got those all. Okay, now let's see. What is, oh, poetry, right. Very good, whoever got that. See what we've got left in our goal. Our goal ends in 18 minutes. And we've got 0 of the 5. Yay, us. We're doing the ungoal tonight. We're doing the ungoal. See. Oh my goodness, we got 1 towards our goal. Thank you, Gail. Thank you for not making us get an ungoal. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Through, you say? What do we have? Tag, tug, tog. We got one more over here, so this would be okay, and I need one more over here. Oh boy. Got it. We got it. Your aces, Joni. Your aces. That's great, because aces beat kings. Not in Hollywood, they don't. Nope. Not in Hollywood. Hey, Mirror of Crows, thank you so much. Look at that, we've reached two of our goal. Thank you very much, Mirror of Crows, much appreciated. Okay, let's see here. Oh, case, let's do that. And case, cases. Cases! Did we do aces? Your aces, Joni, and I said it and I didn't even do it. That's crazy. Okay, C. What could this one be? What could this one be? It's got to be with an S. There we go. There we go. We got that. Be good for goodness sakes. What could this one be? What is this one here? What is this one? Casks? I have that, don't I? Maybe I don't. Yay, we did it! We did it! Okay, let's try this now. What I'll start doing is opening up the Zoom for the people that want to come to the movie. I'll start posting in, because we have 7 minutes left on our goal anyway. We'll let that run out, and I'll post the new Zoom. I'll do the new Zoom for the people, and I'll do the Patreons and all that stuff while we're waiting. You can look at that for a minute and try to figure something out. Hang on for 1 minute. I'm just going to go and put some stuff in, okay? Members. Hold on a minute. I gotta do Patreons too here. People. Alright, let's see here. Patreons. Movie night. All right. Patreons. Okay, got the Patreons in there, and now we'll do the members. Come on. Remember movie night. Hold on, I'll be right there. Who's out the door? I'll be right there. Okay. Okay, let's see now. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Mm. Oh, me. Okay. Um, hmm. All right, make a bunch of this now. All right, so what do you have? Hold on, new glasses. Okay, yeah, keel. Right. Elk. Elk is good. Kernel. Very good. Okay, what else? Elkin. No. Um, Yeah, I forgot to tell you all day today. You walked out right when we put it on last night, and I was like, oh,
Really?
yeah, I know.
Oh, it's not real long, I guess,
No,
right?
not at all.
Oh,
No, it's good, and Elle said it was really good. And I started watching it, it was good, but I fell asleep, so it'll be good to watch.
yeah. Okay.
Um,
What's the name of it?
it's the series on HBO. It's called The Curious Case, and they put a different thing, and now it's Jodie Hildebrandt. They have different
Is,
episodes.
is that what we
Oh,
watched last night?
Yeah.
But this is part two?
No.
It's the same thing we watched last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because some people didn't see it.
Oh, fine. Great.
Okay. I don't think there is a part two, is there?
I don't
Did it look like it needed a part two?
know.
Oh. Okay.
Right, so I'm going to go catch up on some politics.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Okay.
Love you, Ella. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I may be back.
All right.
Not, honey.
Good night.
Good night. Oh my gosh.
Are you still in your
Well,
live?
Yeah, I'm just finishing. I'm
Okay.
waiting. I'm waiting till this thing. I told them I'm waiting till. Okay, we're
Oh,
done
yeah.
there. All right,
I was gonna
everybody. We're good. Thank you, everybody. You should, if you're a member, Murder of Crows, Little Lady, anybody that wants to come, you're welcome to come. You can find the number on the member post. If you're Patreon, you can find it on the Patreon post. If you're in Slack, you find it in Slack. You're welcome to come. Come on in. We're going to watch the Jodie Hildebrandt documentary. It's short and sweet, and not really sweet, but you know. Anyway, we will see you there if you come. Bye, everybody. God bless. Prayers. I love you. Bye.